Welcome to the DBA. Adventures about cruising the European inland waterways, one story at a time.
We come from an ocean boating background on the west coast of Canada. We've had sailboats, we've had power boats, we've had rowboats, we've had dinghies, some very large and some very small. And we were looking for new adventures. We had never really thought first and foremost about buying a boat in Europe. We were looking at buying a small apartment. And then we thought about what that involves. That involves having house insurance. You'd have to have a car. It would be like timeshare, going back to the same place year after year after year, which is not a horrible thing. However, we kind of wanted something a little more adventurous. And I jokingly said to Laura, well, what if we bought a boat? Never thinking for a moment she would take it seriously. I was fully prepared to be shot down, and
voila, here we are.
She was more enthusiastic about it than I was. So there you go. You never know what you're going to get.
I think when we first started thinking that maybe this could be a way to go into, we scoured the internet trying to find who's doing this. Are there other people doing this? And so we were surprised to stumble upon the Barge Association. But
yeah, I mean, amongst our peers, we didn't know anybody who was living this lifestyle.
Yeah.
But once we discovered the DBA, it was like we were part of a big family. You know, we like to think of them as the Swiss Army knife of European boating. There's everything you can imagine. There's travel advice, there's attractions along the way, there's how to fix your boat, there's where to source parts, materials, and supplies. You name it. You can throw up any pertinent question about boating or barging or the European waterways lifestyle, and you'll likely get a very good answer very quickly. We've forged some pretty strong friendships through this association. It's been great socially and for the more mundane or more mechanical aspects of boating in Europe.
I also think it's interesting that we end up speaking to a real diverse group of people that come from all around. It's not, I mean, we feel as though there's only really a handful of Canadians that are doing it. So it's almost like a forged new path. And so getting to talk to someone who's been in France for 15 years and we're wondering about where to winter or different areas to go to, it's been fantastic to have that seasoned person be able to give us.
Yeah, this group as a collective is like if you took a mixture of Bob Vila and who's the travel guy?
Rick Steves.
Bob Vila and Rick Steves, and they had a baby.
Right.
Oh no, that's sorry, that's some horrible imagery there. But they're fantastic. I mean, if you've got something you need answered, or if you just want to chat, DBA is what it's all about.
Yeah, I think that it really is a community. The fact that we are 3 years in,
we're still new,
and we're still sort of new, but we're still participating and having great conversations with people that have been doing it for a long length of time. And they're really happy to share their experiences and their knowledge.
And it's funny how being part of this collective has sort of been a springboard for new friendships back home in Vancouver. We've had people approach us, we've gone out for lunch and talked about this lifestyle, people who are interested in either buying or renting or living this lifestyle on their own boat.
And it's very easy to recommend the DBA just because of the fact that you're coming into an already made community.
Yeah, and we explain to these people, we don't know everything, but we know people who do.
Collaborative.
Lexicon.
Wow.
Well, we ended up purchasing what is called a Groninger, I still can't pronounce it properly, Groninger bowl pram. She was originally used as an open-top shell of a boat, apparently for hauling potatoes. And I like to say, ironically, she's still doing that. except now she has all the creature comforts. We've got air conditioning. We've got a flushing toilet, a full walk-in shower, a full galley, heat, light. There's no creature comforts we're missing.
She's 18.6 meters and just under 4 meters wide. And she was designed for the small canals up in Friesland, and that's why she is of a narrower stature.
Narrow stature, shallow draft at 0.85 meters, which really opens up most of France for us because she doesn't sit very low in the water.
Yeah.
She's also rather low, which means she can get into those bridges.
Yeah.
She's a funny old thing.
Yeah.
But we love her.
Well, first off, I would say one of the biggest surprises was originally we thought we were buying our boat in the Netherlands, and then we were taking off because the dream was always to get into France. And we were very surprised with how beautiful the Netherlands was.
We fell in love with the Netherlands. I've never been in a place, maybe Florida comes close to a boating culture that you'd see in the Netherlands, but it was quite remarkable.
Yeah.
You could explore this country for years and not get tired of it. There's only so many summers left. You've only got so much time to do the things you really want to do. You can plan forever and nothing ever gets done, or you can just do it.
Just do it.
You know,
Yeah.
and I would add also to experience this lifestyle, you don't have to purchase your own boat. There's plenty of rental services out there where you can come over and test drive this life for a week or two. There's places like Loca Boat. There's Nichols Rentals, all of which offer quality vessels.
So this is the first time out of all the years that we've owned a boat, this is the first time we've actually ever attended a rally. So we came in with no expectations, and it's been structured enough and loose enough that it's been great. Lots of free time, lots of time to visit, meet people that you've only seen in maybe in the forum with their name, but now you get a face-to-face.
I've been surprised with how welcoming and how open people have been. We all come from different backgrounds. Some of us are veteran boaters, some of us are not. There's the thing about boating over in Europe is it really is a level playing field. You're not looked down upon or looked up at because you've got a bigger or smaller vessel. We're all in the same boat, so to speak, and don't pardon the pun, it was quite intentional. It really is one big happy family. I hate the term retirement. We all want something to live for and to wrap our life around. For us, this is like every day is new. Every day is a new experience. If it's something as simple as grocery shopping and trying to read the labels in a different language. If it's trying to resurrect your high school French and failing miserably, it's all part of the experience. Every day is fresh and exciting. I don't ever dread getting up and going outside and starting another day.
Yeah. Okay.
It's always fun in one way or another.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think you can set your own pace, and that's really the nice thing. I think that what we try to do is we have a loose agenda, and if it ends up that we land somewhere where we think, wow, this is great, let's stay here for 3 days, then we're able to pause the agenda and then stay. So yes, it's important to be flexible. You have to be flexible.
There's also the concept when we were talking about travel with our friends about doing a place. Have you done Paris? Have you done Turkey? Have you done so and so? We don't like to think of this lifestyle as doing a place. We dig deep, or you're moving at a slower pace. You want to spend a few days there. You need to really get to know it. This is quite different from hotels. It's quite different from
even camper vans,
from cruise ships. Yeah. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that whatsoever, but it is different. It is a little more investigating into the place you are living.
Do it. Just do it.
Last words, final words of, I wouldn't say wisdom. I'll be 66.
No.
Sorry. Going again. Final words, hopefully words of wisdom. I'll be turning 67 this August. I guess if there's a time in your life to do something foolish or a little more spontaneous, now's the time to do it. You've only got so many summers left. Might as well do it in a place that's beautiful, doing something that's beautiful, and truly enjoying it.